What is going on, everybody? Is Max Syntax here, and today's video is dude, where do I even start, man? I decided to learn Next.js, a JavaScript framework with zero experience. Now, this is easily the stupidest, the dumbest thing I've ever done. And you might be thinking like, hey, it's not dumb, there's some career paths ahead of you, the money's right here. But the premise behind why I learned this is nothing but stupid. It's not stupid, it's in the pursuit of creativity, but that's nonetheless. I wanted to make a really cool project, a really small, minuscule project I thought would just initially cause no harm. At my school, in order to look at your grade point average and your class rank, you need to sign into a bunch of stuff, find some obscure page in the middle of essentially nowhere, and there it is. And that became really frustrating. And the main caveat that was pissing off everyone was that, yo, dude, you cannot see anyone else's GPA or rank. So me being the child I am, I was like, yo, dude, imagine if we can make a leaderboard for this. Yes, imagine there was like a leaderboard of everyone. And this prompted me to learn Next.js because after some slight discussions with my senior developer buddy on the internet, it was a conclusion that was reached. The argument behind learning this was that there were no really bad projects ever made with Next.js, and the caveat of Next.js is of course that you don't have much of a choice with the deploy on Vercel platform, but there's alternatives, but there's no official documentation. Anyway, the really weird part about trying to learn Next.js from scratch is that this runs on top of everything. There is so much you need to know. I did maybe just a little bit of JavaScript, but this is a whole another level, and let me explain what this means. Back when I was in high school, well, freshman year rather. I don't know why I said it like that. There was a computer science class called Computer Science Principles, and the language that you used in that class was JavaScript. And there's nothing really hard about JavaScript. It's one of the easiest languages to ever use, and you can make some pretty interactive stuff with it. But do you think that's gonna please people out there? Do you think no one's gonna sit there and be like, yo, dude, I need more. I need more than this. My life doesn't feel complete without more. Yes, that is why we have things like React. Now, there are a plethora of things that people do not like about React, and it would be insane to say they aren't justified, but the reality of the matter is that you can make some wicked stuff. That's exactly why I chose this. For those that don't know, Claude AI actually uses Next.js. But if we go onto their website, we'll notice a lot of things that this thing does. There is so much. There are a lot of alternatives I could have chosen for this, and it's also why I've spent multiple days without uploading, and I even threw in a short on the internet while I was at it because, dude, I've been doing way too much. They have a tutorial, and I'm not even done with it, and I think I've committed on GitHub about like 10 times trying to get this done. There is just simply a lot of prerequisites. There's just simply a lot of prerequisites to know. They start you off with this little project here, and I'm not even done with it, and it's been like days. We go to localhost 3000, and as you can see, we have a little login page. There's like some triangle they taught me how to do. I'm sure you're so engaged right now. And they have a dashboard, and boom, look at all these little skeletons. You have this little tailwind sort of thing they're showing you. You have pagination. I don't know, man. You can search up invoices. One of them's from Evil Bunny. Come on, I know you're there. Rabbit. I wanted to sit here and make this for my school project, and that's where this gets a little bit interesting. I don't think I could actually make this right now from scratch. I've learned a lot of things, but this is such a shift in like movement for me. I'm just used to doing Python and Go. Those are like really the languages that I've fully dialed in on for the past around 2 years. That's all I know. It was probably not the best idea because I messed around with some Flask here and there, which is Python's sort of simple web framework. There's obviously ones like Django, but we're just stick to like regular ones for now. This is a whole step in a different direction. I wouldn't say up because it's front end. I did the back end. So I guess we will find out if this complements, but I'm gonna try to make something out of this, and I will come back to you when I get some progress. So we just initialized the brand new project here, and we're gonna see what I actually know, and I doubt this will be of any use because this is really my first time making something outside of the tutorial, and I made a video on tutorial hell, and I don't think you guys realize I'm not very fond of that. Thankfully, it is a framework, so it's barely organized. They have all this stuff here, and I am essentially fucked when it comes to Tailwind. Dude, I don't know anything about Tailwind, so everything I'm gonna make is gonna be chopped. I need to seriously lock in and get my stuff down, but for the most part, I will try my best. I think the first thing we need to do. So I wanna say yo. Oh, I had to start the server up, of course. And boom, we say yo. Now ready the infamous question, how to center a div into, bro. Oh my God, bro. I feel like one of those guys who watches YouTube shorts all day. Ugh. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I mean, I understand the framework bit of it, but I literally do not know anything about actually making some simple HTML. I forgot, dude. Remember, I thought it was so cool because back in like literally 5th grade. In 5th grade, I thought it was so cool because I could inspect my page and make one of the texts pink. I don't even know if like Tailwind was a thing by then. And now I have to learn to understand this stuff. So I think it'll be on my agenda to learn as much Tailwind as possible. But for the most part, I keep on saying that, man. I'm not too confident. Let's go. So I think we can just say leaderboard at the top. I think justify in the center is not it. I can't believe I'm doing this. Good old Claude, huh? I literally have no idea why it's any better. So it's padding. God, bro. Like, it's been such a process. Cause like, I've been trying to understand like the deeply rooted features, and I think it's kind of just hitting me now. Like, bro, you have to understand before you learn. When I get this leaderboard all set up, I will show you. Cause what's for certain is that I know what I'm doing when it comes to the data fetching. And I mean that. Look, I have this thing called school tool right here, but it's not even this. Yeah, right here. This one file literally finds all it, and I don't know if I can show half this stuff, but look at this. I understand how to use Visual Pursuit and whatnot, and it gets you any GPA you want. For example, I run it, it's logging in, it's just doing some data scraping, and bro, piss off. You cannot be. Oh, I didn't print it. Now, there you go. You can judge for yourself if you think my stats are good. Anyways, though, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It's been a bit since I've uploaded, but I'm gonna be posting shorts. I have better things coming up, guys. I wrote down like a bunch of ideas. I'm a little bit scarce on time, so it's been a little rough, but thanks so much for watching today's video. I'm gonna try to get this one out by tomorrow, and it is the 2nd. Happy Labor Day, of course. Why am I saying that? It's already over, but yeah, take care. See you.